I wanted to talk about the enemy within. This is going to be a really good topic that we got going on. Just because I was on the plane flying back from a preach, and really good preach in St. Petersburg. They had a pride parade there, so we had to pull in and go there and preach. Let me see. But as I was flying back from that amazing preach, let me see. I was reading through Jehu, Ahab, and Jezebel. Jezebel is she's such a great example of our modern woman, our modern warfare that we have with women. And just because I say the word great doesn't mean like that I personally like them or anything. Great just means, big, influential, all those great things. It doesn't necessarily mean great for a good reason. So I'm going to kind of explain or expand on that, but let me see. So Jehu, and I want to hit this point true because I think a lot of people don't realize the enemy within your own ranks. What Jezebel didn't know is that many of her eunuchs, the guys who were castrated to serve her, did not like her. And a lot of people don't realize that wickedness is something that people generally, whether you're castrated or not, they just don't like. And Jezebel was a special kind of evil. She felt nothing wrong with offing an entire family for a piece of land, which she thought was fine and dandy, and she thought that was okay, and she thinks this and that, but a lot of people don't realize the enemy within. And even with Jehu with the servants, and I'm just going to recommend that you read the story over. I should have just looked over the verses, and I might do that a little bit later tonight, like look over the verses and kind of go through it piece by piece. But I think the enemy within, where Jehu has the 70 sons of Ahab killed, it's a really good story because they knew how evil this was. They knew how evil his sons were. They probably didn't like him, but they were the kings. They didn't like how evil Jezebel is, and I just want to say that even in the Jehu and these different lines of thinking, patience or tolerance, and I think a lot of the church is kind of confused, but God's patience or tolerance, or even the conservative, the right-winger, if you want to say that, are the patience or tolerance of a certain thing does not necessarily mean acceptance. It is important to let judgment come to a ripe time. And I think Jehu, who was anointed to do a certain thing at a certain time, is one of the best or a perfect example of this. So, a perfect example of this, I mean, he tells the eunuchs, throw her down. They threw her down. That means that they were alongside her. They would help her with her makeup, help her with getting dressed in the morning. They would serve her, they fed her. But that doesn't mean that the